Now.
Coming up at 6, new technology could be coming to the streets of Thomasville. We'll explain how it could keep you safe.
Plus, tomorrow marks 1 month since Addison Bethea was attacked by a shark off the coast of Taylor County. We'll have an update on her road to recovery. All right. Hey, everybody. It is 6 o'clock on the dot on a Friday morning. Ooh, we're excited.
We are. Well, it's the last Friday of July.
Oh, my goodness. It sure is, isn't it?
August starts on Monday.
This month has flown by.
I always say there's 3 tough months we got to get through with the weather, right? June, July, August. Those are 3 real hot ones.
Yeah.
It still gets hot in September. It's still hot in May, but June, July, August are the 3.
The big ones, yeah.
So, all right, 2/3 done. We got 1/3 to go, so there's a little bright spot to look forward to. And I think our forecast is going to be a little brighter this weekend. My concern is it's going to be a little hotter this weekend. We're starting at 83 this morning in Apalachicola. That's the warm spot. Live Oak is 73, a bunch of 74s for Tallahassee, for Bainbridge, and for Valdosta. We're at 75 degrees this morning in Perry. So we've got pretty normal temperatures, a little on the warm side. I don't see much on the radar. I don't expect we're going to find much, not early. But I do still think there will be some scattered showers later on. Not as many as yesterday or the previous couple of days, but some, and hopefully that means those temperatures, they don't race into the 90s and stay there for hours and hours and hours. I think that's going to happen over the weekend. Maybe today we can still knock those numbers back into the 80s. We will still talk about some shower chances, but more sunshine equals more hot and more humid. I'll break it down, full forecast coming up.
Thomasville city leaders and local law enforcement are applying for a grant to bring in new surveillance systems. The system is able to detect the sound of gunshots and includes license plate recognition. The city of Thomasville saying it's seeing a rise in crime, more specifically at Wood Valley and Villa North apartment complexes. Law enforcement is hoping this new technology will cut down on first responders' response time and collecting evidence.
Shouldn't be afraid to live in our own place, and we shouldn't be afraid to come outside. I don't want to see nobody's child shot by no bullet. It'd be too late to say I'm sorry.
City leaders are still waiting to hear if they've been approved for the grant.
In Tallahassee, a group gathering last night to remember a baby that died in the back of a hot car. The gathering at the Purposeful Beginnings Learning Center on what would have been Kerwin's Jean-Baptiste's first birthday. More than a week ago, the little boy was found dead inside his mother's car after Tallahassee police say she unintentionally left him there during her work shift. The owner of Purposeful Beginnings says they throw a birthday celebration for every child there and wanted to make sure that Karen's birthday was no different.
All of our babies are special. All of them have a special purpose. So today, even in his absence, he is still present with us, and we are grateful for the time that we had with him. So we want to celebrate that.
And she says learning of his death was difficult for everyone, but she wanted the parents to still feel a sense of love and support from his daycare family.
New this morning, an Alabama inmate convicted of killing his former girlfriend decades ago is executed overnight despite pleas from the victim's family to spare his life. Joe Nathan James Jr. was convicted and sentenced to death for the 1994 murder of Faith Hall Smith. The death penalty coming after more than 25 years of legal appeals. That includes a retrial in 1999, which had the same outcome as his first trial. Governor Kay Ivey saying the execution was an unmistakable message that Alabama stands with victims of domestic violence.
It's about 6:04 now, and moving on to the economy, the Biden administration saying that the U.S. is not in a recession. Some analysts and critics of the president disagree. John Lawrence reports.
As millions of Americans struggle with inflation, President Joe Biden remains confident about the country's financial footing.
Our job market remains historically strong. Our economy created more than 9 million jobs since I came to office.
Despite those findings, the U.S.'s gross domestic product dropped for the second time in as many quarters, according to Thursday's report from the Bureau of Economic Analysis.
New data confirmed what a supermajority of Americans already knew. Democrats have plunged America into a recession.
Some economists say 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth signals the start of a recession, but there's no official definition, and Biden's top economic officials deny the U.S. has reached that threshold.
Our economy remains resilient. Our unemployment rate stands at 3.6%, household finances are strong, and industrial output continues to grow.
Biden has another reason to be optimistic. Senate Democrats have come to an agreement regarding a $369 billion energy and climate bill backed by the White House. It also contains health care provisions, but it faces stiff opposition from Republican lawmakers.
They want to use the middle-class economic crisis they themselves created as an excuse to raise your taxes and ram through their Green New Deal nonsense.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
New this morning, a man in Florida is now at home recovering after getting bitten by a shark. And while the ordeal was frightening, he says he's still grateful that he have all his limbs. The incident happened in Daytona Beach Tuesday. 33-year-old Brian Alvarez says he was jumping in the waves with his family when a shark bit his foot. After the bite, he rushed back to the shore and fainted. He was rushed to the hospital for surgery. He urges anyone coming to the beach this summer to make sure they are near a lifeguard tower.
And locally, Addison Bethea, the Taylor County teen who was attacked by a shark off the coast of Keaton Beach almost a month ago, she's continuing with her rehab in Tallahassee. Here's some video of Addison working on climbing and going downstairs.
The family is still collecting donations to help offset Addison's medical bills. Tonight in Steinhatchee at the Fiddler's Restaurant, 15% of all proceeds will go to the Bethea family. You can also give to the family's GoFundMe account. You can find a link to that on our Facebook page. Just click on this story.
All right, so did you get your Mega Millions ticket?
I need to.
You need to.
Because this number is crazy.
It is kind of crazy, all right?
I need to get my ticket.
Yeah, last night the lottery announcing the prize is now $1.1 billion. That's billion with a B.
Woo! That's the second largest jackpot in the 20-year history of the game. If someone wins tonight, the cash value option will be worth $648 million. Man, that is crazy. So I'd rather do the annual thing, because that's what you say, right, Rob?
Yeah, to take the annuity, you get
Yeah.
you get all the money. When you take the lump sum, they take a bunch from you.
Yeah, that's, even though that 600 and something million, still a pretty good number though.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No one's complaining here, right?
No.
If you win, you're the winner. That's the way to go for it. Hopefully there'll be a winner tonight. Otherwise it will roll over, and who knows what it'll be on Tuesday night for the next drawing. Right now our radar picture is pretty clear, pretty quiet. I think that's the way it's going to stay for most of the early morning hours. I do think there'll still be some showers as we go through our Friday. I think there's going to still be some showers this weekend, just not as many as we've been seeing. Now we'll call it partly cloudy to mostly sunny out there this morning, maybe a little combination at times, but more sunshine will get these temperatures climbing. I think they'll climb a little farther today and stay there for a little bit longer. It all comes down to who's lucky enough to get some of those showers, and there'll be some spots this afternoon that do, but there'll be more spots that don't, and that's where we're going to find those higher temperatures for longer periods of the day, and that's going to continue into the weekend. Right now the warm spot is Apalachicola, where it's 83, in Quincy where it's 73, Thomasville, Moultrie, it's 72, Perry's checking in at 75. It's 74 in Tallahassee and in Valdosta. I've got the rain chances like 40% for today, so I mean, it's still a decent shot that we get some of those afternoon scattered showers. The air is going to be hot, it's going to be humid, it's going to be unstable. It won't take much to wring a few showers out of the clouds, but those rain chances actually get a little bit lower for the next couple of days, and that probably means more hours of those really high temperatures. I think we're going to be getting into the lower and mid 90s even today, more into the mid 90s tomorrow and Sunday, and then when you factor in that humidity, it's like adding 10 degrees or so to those temperatures. So if it gets to 95 or 96 or 97, it's going to feel like it's 105 or 106 or 107.
All right, we're just getting started at 6. Coming up, former President Trump facing growing backlash from 9/11 families for hosting a Saudi-backed golf tournament this weekend. Why protesters say they're appalled the event could take place so close to Ground Zero. Plus,
From Kentucky to Arizona and Missouri, dangerous flooding and extreme weather. I'm Dan Lieberman with the latest, including why Kentucky's governor fears the death toll in his state will rise into the double digits.
The Good Morning Show continues after this 2-minute break.